Are we really giving a lot of thought to what we're putting in our stores, how we're conducting our stores? We want to have our eBay stores be our business and our main source of income, but are we treating it that way? Are we taking the time and the effort to do the things that we need to be doing so that we can be really proud of it? Um, I always try to think about what makes me proud of things that go in my store. And I want you guys to think about that too. Is it price points? Are you feeling like, well, I can
Can
only
you
have
put
a
my
really
phones up there somewhere?
elevated good store if I have expensive things in my store? Or is it more about the quality of the items you're putting in? Or are we just kind of shoving stuff in there that, you know, I bought it at the thrift store, so it's going in my store? I think sometimes we can get in the drag of um, like, well, I bought it, so now I have to list it, or I bought it, so now I have to punish myself to make me myself put it up. And I kind of got really thrown into that for a while because, if I bought a big bulk lot, it just killed me to take some stuff out of there and be like, oh, I'm not going to list this because it's junk. Well, no, I'd make myself lot it up or I'd make myself do something with it and put it in there. When really it had no business being in my store. And it would weigh my store down and it took away from what I was trying to do in my store. So I feel like the huge turning point for me with my quality of what I was doing and just overall how I was doing is I only put inventory in my store that I'm proud of. If I pick it up and then I keep shoving it aside every time I go to list, every time I go to pick things out for that day, and I just kind of like make an excuse to myself why I don't want to list it, it probably doesn't belong there. Or if I just dread listing it because it's big or it's doesn't fit my inventory system or it's just something I'm gonna have to do mass quantities of research on and not get that kind of money back out of it, I'm just not putting it in my store anymore. So I'm only listing things that I'm excited about. It doesn't necessarily mean it's super expensive. Sometimes it means that it's a $20 item, but it's going to turn over fast, or it's really pretty, or it's really nice. I sell only jewelry. So if I put something in that's on the lower end of cheaper, I want it to turn over quickly. I try to think to myself, if I had to show this to all my mentors and I had to show it to all my competition, I want them to be like, "Wow, I wish I had that in my store." And if I don't feel that way, or I feel like, gosh, if they review my store, I don't want to see this item, then I'm just not putting it in my store at all because it's just not worth it to me. I don't want to weigh down my store.